Hey guys, Barry from PABrewNews. Got a beer here. We're gonna do Crimson Pills. Yeah. So that's from Troegs Brewing Company. It's the Crimson Pistil, which is a ale brewed with hibiscus flowers IPA. I think I said Pilsner. I'm sorry, it's Pistil. 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 Crimson Pistil. And ale brewed with hibiscus flowers, an IPA. And I just picked this one up very recently. 6.2 alcohol by volume, 52 IBUs. The hops are Zaka, Nougat, and Victoria's Secret. There you go. Sometimes it's not too much of a secret, if you know what I mean. There we go. I got a little glare from the light over there, but it's fine. I think that's fine. Oh, okay. Anyway, anyhow. Let's get into it. I just adjusted it. Now I have to pick it back up. Yeah, because I'm smart. Ah. There we go. The funny thing is, at some point in time, I knew that hibiscus was the state flower of one of the states from a line from News Radio, and there was three things: hibiscus, nanny goose, and the state of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. And I have no idea what states those are referencing anymore. I used to know. It's like Hawaii or something like that, but I really don't know. I don't know anymore. I got old, and when you get old and drink, you forget stuff. Anyway, I love News Radio. It's a great show. Anywho, we have a slight reddish-orange color in this one. Nice streaming carbonation. We have a solid, but very small, half a pinky of head that is definitely sticking around. It's not going anywhere. 6.2, creating the slightest alcohol lag. Let's see what this smells like. Very poppy, pungent poppy resin, a little bit of pine resin, stuff like that. Very punchy. Punchy grapefruit. Punchy. Yeah, almost very punchy in the way that it has some kind of something that reminds me of a sharp other citrus note or some lemon too in there. I just think there's a punchiness in this. Punchy, fleshy fruit too. It just, I don't know, maybe it's the taper of this glass is just like, oh, okay. But there's a soft pine earthiness to this under the back of it, and then you start to get these punchy citrus notes and fleshy fruit notes coming through it too. Yeah, a little punchiness. So it's very interesting, very nice. So let's get into it. Cheers. Very drying. Very drying. Actually, numbingly drying, if you know what I mean, around the palate. You know, that kind of thing. Working away, a numb earthiness is actually working away my palate with that first sip. Very interesting. Wow, this is a pepperiness around the base of the mouth. Kind of reminds me if you steep certain things like, you know, herbs and stuff. It's a very drying effect when you drink it. Different teas and stuff, they're very super drying. This is a very super drying beer. Dries out your palate, leaves a soft herbalness in the way back, like a little bit of a floral perfuminess. Dries it out, earthy tones behind that. Pepperiness a little bit. Not a lot else going on. You take it down. You get. I'm not really picking up any sweetness to talk about. There's a soft. I hate to say graininess, but there is a kind of a. I don't know how to say this. There is a kind of. Man, I'm pulling on this one. Kind of a. There's a soft graininess to this, the malt base on this one, but there's no real sweetness. I'm not getting anything sweet. That's taste. I'm tasting grains. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. But this one's throwing me for a loop. It's super dry, perfumey floral way in the back end. Lots of peppery notes, drying the palate out, leaving with an earthiness in the back end. No real sweetness to speak of. No real punchy, fruity characters in this beer, which the nose gave me this a little bit of a citrus note, zing punch, and this fleshy fruit punch, which I was like, okay, this will be interesting. I don't know what's going on, just because the smell's pretty interesting. The beer itself, not so much. There's a little bit of a grainy sweetness. Not really sweet caramels or anything like that. Just a little bit of a grainy sweetness if you really pull it, wash it around a little bit. And the more I drink it, the less astringent the beer becomes. You got astringent dryingness from teas and stuff like that. It gets less the more you drink it, the more you get acclimated to drinking it. Yeah. Okay. The more I'm drinking it, the more I can start to get notes of a soft hint of a caramel and a soft hint of a bready. You still get that graining kind of bready graininess in there too. It's changing as I'm drinking it because I'm getting acclimated to drinking it. There's different flavors in here. It's still not very. It's not bombastic. It's not having a lot of different nuances or bright tropical. I'm not really pulling tropical fruits and things like that. I'm not pulling. I was thinking like, you know, that Vic's Secret was gonna pull like super tropical fruits out of it, things like that. I don't know. I'm not getting it. I'm not personally getting it. Let me read, see if there's anything to say. It's summertime. Not really. Hop vines are growing up to 6 inches a day. Hibiscus in the full bloom, and in Crimson Pistil, the two get a glorious tangle of berry and tangerine sunset technicolor in a sticky tropical notes. I guess I'm just off. I don't know. I just really. There's a little fleshiness of something right at the forefront. It goes away. I mean, boom, it goes away. I mean, boom. Because that hint of a caramel, too, right at the beginning, goes away. Then you have a little bit of a nuance of something that's grains, a little cereal grain sweetness, some crazy little note like that way in the back, or breadiness or whatever. A lot of astringency, earthiness. You have perfumey herbal tones, floral tones, I guess you want to call it, in the back end. Maybe that's the hibiscus shining through. I'm not getting anything else, and I mean that might be my fault. I'm just being. I feel good. Everything feels good on me. I feel healthy. I'm smelling everything. I'm tasting everything as far as I know, and this isn't a good beer for me personally. I'm not getting what it says. I think it's like a. If I had to go with the Troegs beers, I mean I like a lot of Troegs beers. This one's pulling like a 6.5 out of me overall for a new hop session floral IPA, blah blah blah, summer times. Here it is, guys. You know, yeah, the Crimson Pistil, which is a part of a flower, is it? Or the stamen and the stigma and the pistil and the they're parts of flowers, but I'm not sure. Anywho, I mean, overall, it's not bad, but especially the back end when it gets all just drying and like a little watery and just numbs the tongue almost a little bit. Maybe allergic to hibiscus. I don't know. I don't like it very much. I'm gonna give it a 6. I'm going down to 6 because that in the back, I don't really like it. So, drinkability wise too, I mean, this is numbingly not very drinkable. I almost feel a little Novocaine, if you know what I mean. That when you put the little Ambisol or whatever in the back, it kind of numbs your tongue a little bit. I'm getting that. I'm not lying. I'm just saying. So I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. It's not for me. Some people might go ape crap about it, and if you've had it, and if you did go ape crap about it, let me know your thoughts and opinions. Not about this beer review, because that's my honest opinion. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. I want to know what you thought about it. I want to know what you got out of it, and I want to know all that kind of stuff. So this has been Paul from PA Brew News. Cheers. It's drinkable. Hey, some beers aren't. So, hey, that's a plus. Cheers.